Dying grandma begged for oxygen. One neon sticky note made the insurer cough up $2 million. Last March, state jury duty pinned me in a beige basement under 8 buzzing lights. The charge sheet claimed Dr. Nora Fields' rural clinic billed Medicare and Medicaid for brand name chemo while dripping plain saline. The prosecutor's slideshow blasted 6-figure totals. Photos of empty vials made guilt feel inevitable. Dr. Fields, 60, silver braid, denim skirt, kept scribbling in a battered ledger while NationalShield's lawyer, Mr. Gelman, polished his cufflinks. Day 2 turned the room into a hospice. Mrs. Alvarez wheeled in with stage 4 lungs. Her chemo vanished after billing errors. Raul, 17, described a bone marrow transplant stuck in limbo 8 months. Each story piled higher, and Gelman's grin said he'd already framed the verdict. Then the defense called its lone witness, Brian Smalls, a claims processor clutching one sticky note. It read, "Deny 65% of high-cost claims. Fonts, margins, signatures, any excuse." Gasps ricocheted off cinder blocks. Gelman objected. Overruled. Brian described Claim Slam Mondays, where managers hurled foam footballs yelling, "Block the cost." Every rejected chemo bought a pizza party. Approvals meant unpaid overtime. Defense wheeled in 6 boxes of returned forms, each red-stamped denied for trivia like signature 2 mm low. Vendors had cut shipments after 97 days of non-payment. A voicemail from Brian's boss played over the speakers. "If that clinic calls again, say the portal's down, then pull the fax line." The jury finally saw the algorithmic chokehold. Only then did Dr. Fields speak. "I wasn't stealing from Medicare," she said. "I was stealing my patients back." Her ledger showed 2 years of fax times, appeal dates, every oxygen order logged by hand. "They rejected the PDFs," she shrugged. "So I shipped paper copies they couldn't delete." The silence felt seismic. We deliberated. 24 minutes. Unanimous, not guilty. Judge Harper referred NationalShield to the feds for fraud and negligent homicide. A week later, the governor killed its Medicaid contract and promised a $2 million restitution fund. The sticky note now hangs in a congressional hearing, and Fields' clinic, kept alive by bake sales during trial, has a line out the door. Mrs. Alvarez's switch to experimental oxygen. Raul's shoebox of identical rejection letters. The leaderboard that turned denials into a game. All of it replayed while we read the sticky note again and again. One juror whispered, "This isn't fraud, it's triage." Another answered, "No, it's execution by spreadsheet." When we returned the verdict, Dr. Fields didn't cheer. She just closed her ledger and finally looked tired. Yesterday, I drove past Fields' rural clinic. A new plywood sign over the door reads, "Open for good." Right beside it, laminated and sun-faded, hangs a color copy of that neon sticky note. It reminds me that systemic cruelty can fit on 1 square inch, and that the right receipt can punch a billion-dollar insurer straight in its actuarial table. So when Reddit wants a healthcare horror story, I just drop 3 words. Check the note.